Welcome back to BB Kingle. Now I'm kicking it off with a conspiracy theory. Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is where the government has staged a huge alien invasion, but we are saved by a sort of god. But let's have a little look closer into what the conspiracy theory is about. So as soon as you type in Project Bluebeam onto Google, you get this name crop up. Serge Monast. So who's Serge Monast? What's it got to do with him? And why does his name come up when you type in Project Bluebeam? He was a Canadian conspiracy theorist, poet and journalist. Born in 1945 and died on December 5th in 1996, he was the one who started writing about this. Between the 70s and 80s, Serge was writing about normal things. He was just a poet and investigating the general stuff. However, in the mid-90s, that's when he decided to switch it up a bit. He began to write about a new world order. In 1994 is when he first published his book about the new world order, called Project Bluebeam, in brackets NASA. So this is why Serge Monast's name comes up. He's the one behind the Project Bluebeam conspiracy. He's the one who connected the dots and decided that this is what is happening and what will happen. In this book, he claimed NASA and the United Nations were going to stage an invasion, and the invasion would then be saved, and so would humanity, by this god or the antichrist. So this is now implementing a new age religion, and this is all done by a simulated technology that somehow shows these, let's say, aliens coming down to destroy Earth. We look up, see we are surrounded, and then this antichrist new age religion comes in and saves the day. Right, but it's a little far-fetched so far. But let me keep on going. Apparently what he was saying in this book was very similar to a few Star Trek episodes. One in particular was of Star Trek Next Gen episode Devil's Due, and also the cancelled The God Thing. People just started to say that he read this and then just started implementing it in his own way and making up a new age religion and stuff like that. However, in '95 he released his most detailed piece of work yet, Les Protocols de Toronto, when he mentioned a Masonic group called 666. These powers were thinking of what they want the New Age religion to be about. What do they want humanity to follow? What do they want humanity to now believe? And what is this New Age religion going to represent? What simulation are they going to stage? What invasion is it, and how is it going to work? This is what Serge Monast claimed was going on by this Masonic group called 666. So that's the conspiracy, but we can link it to modern day. Serge Monast missed it. He said it would happen in 94 and 96, and sadly he passed on December 5th in 96, so I guess we'll never know when he thinks it might happen again. However, one example, David Grush. He's the one now, the whistleblower, that said he's worked on UFOs, otherworldly technology, and he's now in court saying that this is what he's done, and that's going on at the minute. We've also got the Pentagon releasing a lot of UFOs, which I've talked about many times in certain videos. So is this all linked? Serge said that the invasion was going to get staged. So could it be that they are slowly introducing us to UFOs and saying, yes, we do have some aircrafts, we do have some that we've worked on, we have had people who've worked on them, these people are now telling their stories. Are they slowly pushing us in that direction that, yes, aliens have been here and they are still regular visitors, and then all of a sudden this big invasion is going to happen, and then the huge antichrist or God comes in that saves us, and we all look up to this one God? Because if this new age religion comes in, it will abolish all the other ones, because they obviously don't exist due to this, we'll just say, God being the one that's come down and saved us and shown that he is the one that's actually protecting us. He's the one people should be praying to. It's the kind of conspiracy that's very difficult to wrap your head around, and it's very far-fetched. I think that what it's trying to do is a bit like what people say COVID did. It's trying to get everyone indoors, scaremongering, and just to kind of get everyone to settle down a bit and to just stop trying to rise above, let's say, the government and other kind of higher powers. It's trying to just show them their place, well, mine, our place as well, of we don't really have much power and the people above us have got the power. But if those people above us are controlling this New Age religion, then it just makes us more controlled by them. But we won't know it's the government. We'll think it's this New Age God, but actually it's just because we've fell out with the government, really, haven't we? All over the world, the people have fell out with the governments. So we'll just bypass them, and this God will tell the government what to do, and we'll just be like, oh, this is amazing, he's saved us from this invasion. That's what the conspiracy is trying to do, and that is very far-fetched. But I love a conspiracy, and I want a lot of them to be true. This one, I don't know if I want it to be true. However, what's going on now with the aliens and all this UFO footage coming out, David Grush, loads of whistleblowers at the minute saying they've worked on crafts. You've got Bob Lazar, the main one, whose story is quite credible. However, there's some bits that don't kind of add up. But who knows? This could just be a wild conspiracy because there's also an awful lot of them. Who knows? It's just enjoyable and I like learning about it, and I obviously like sharing it with yourselves. So if you did enjoy this video, I know it's been a while, but please check this one out here. I know you'll like it. And join me on my quest for sightings and events that are beyond belief.